Branding is not a number of followers. This is the biggest myth I want to burst today. So if you feel that okay, if my firm has maybe 70k followers, I will have more clients. That's not the truth. Okay? Followers just the name game ever. Numbers. You can boost your post, you can get 10,000 followers in a day. Consistency is very important to grow your brand. So if you see, it should be very easily recognizable. You can just post different pretty pictures, or you can be very consistent with the color schemes or the grids you are playing with. Design is not just the drawing, it's about how you showcase everything in a mixture of illustration, in different renders, good pictures, the stills and the sketches. ब्रांडिंग का सबसे इजी फॉर्मूला है show the emotions, show the story behind your work, show the overall process and not just the result or not just the outcome.
This masterclass is designed for architects, designers, and enthusiasts looking to elevate their professional presence. It explores techniques to create impactful visuals, building a cohesive narrative, and develop strategies for engaging the right audience. Gain insights from real world examples and learn to streamline workflows, ensuring your designs and ideas stand out in today's competitive landscape. Now, as we move forward with our event, it is time to acknowledge and honor the brilliant minds who have joined us today to share their invaluable insights and expertise. Moving ahead, I would like to welcome Shweta Hingane, founder of the Archart Studio, a creative design professional with a background in architecture and urban planning, specialized in graphic communication. Welcome, ma'am.
Hi. It's very nice to see you all. I know most of you know me as the person behind the Archart Studio. So I'm first time taking an offline masterclass. I have taken online workshop like 30 to 40 times so far, but it's like my first offline class. So it is really exciting for me to be here. So starting with today's class, everyone knows the topic branding and graphics. So this is not just a masterclass. This is not just about creating the visual stunning, creating Instagram grid, but it's about how you can attract the right potential clients for your business. So before we move ahead, can I understand कि कितने लोग architects हैं, how many of you are interior designers and students, how many of you are architects, practicing architects? Okay, practicing interior designers. Okay, and the students, we have mixed crowd. Okay. So starting with the masterclass, first is why does the branding matter? The branding first. What do you mean about branding? Can anyone tell me what is branding? Just a simple one word.
Second, identity yourself, your firm.
Right, identity for your firm. What else?
Your trademark. Your trademark is identity.
Yes, trademark.
Reputation of the brand.
Right, reputation of your brand. What else? So you guys can say it.
I guess recognizing factor.
Right, recognizing factor. So when we talk about it, let's just think about your favorite architect or any famous architect in the world. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? It is their style. It is not just about design. It is not about how they or they create these great designs. It's about how their brand is perceived all over the world. Their designs, their strategies, maybe it can be their geometric pattern, maybe the way they represent the ideas. For example, Decom used to create lots of work with the concrete and used to work with the primary colors. So that is his brand identity. Beyond English likes to create a very playful shape, geometric shape. So that's his brand identity. So it's not about how people look at your design, it's about how people perceive your design. It's about how people perceive your reputation. So you can create that for yourself, and we are going to understand that in today's masterclass. Okay. Now this is the one thing which is really important. Nowadays everyone is online, everyone is social. First, कुछ भी आपको लेना है, first you will go to Amazon, you will watch the reviews कि क्या ये product अच्छा है, क्या मुझे लेना चाहिए. Similarly, same thing goes for your brands, your social media, your interior design firm or architecture firm. First, they will look at your social media profile कि सही में आप काम करते हो, क्या आपने कभी किसी के साथ काम किया है. So first, people will look for your social media. So in today's world, it's not optional. You have to be there, present socially, 24/7. It's your online 24/7 portfolio. So posting random project photos, it's not enough. You need a proper strategy to post it, how we can showcase our brand better through social media. So use the social media as a really plus thing or a plus additional thing for your marketing, not just a word of mouth. Because word of mouth, we don't have any control on it. It can change. We can't refer or we can't rely on any random people just to give the reference of our firm. So social media can be used direct for the marketing and to create your brand. So in today's session, what we will do, we will learn 4 pillars. First is how the visual storytelling is going to help you to build your brand. Second, the content strategy. Third, how you can show your designs like pro. And then how you can monetize your brand presence over the social media. So yeah, it's not just another masterclass, it's a roadmap where you will walk out after this class as a sort architect or an interior designer, and I will share some quick techniques with you which you can implement from today itself with your social media. So let's start. So first is what is branding. So as we have already discussed what is branding, some of you have already given the answer. But first I will bust some myths. What is not the branding? So branding is not a logo. आपने फॉर्म बना ली, आपने लोगो डिसाइड कर लिया, ट्रेडमार्क कर लिया, and now you have your website. It's not a branding. Logo is just a mere symbol. Then branding is not a website. कि you have a website, you have a presence over there, आपने सारे post कर दिए कि okay this is our project, this is our services, this is about us, but everyone is doing that. It is not something else कि आप कोई अलग सी चीज नहीं कर रहे हो. So branding is not also the services. Maybe आपके साथ, maybe इन सब लोगों में 20 लोगों की services same होंगे. You provide the same services, you provide the material sourcing, you provide the consultation, you provide the architecture services. Same है, कुछ अलग नहीं है. But what's making you stand out? So that's the branding. Now again, branding is not even a promise. We design the dream houses for you, or we design the sustainable homes. We can make your dreams come true. That's just the mere promise. It's not the brand. Branding is not a number of followers. This is the biggest myth I want to burst today. So if you feel that okay, if my firm has maybe 70k followers, I will have more clients. That's not the truth. Okay, followers just the game ever. Numbers. You can boost your post. You can get 10,000 followers in a day. But it's about how you convert those followers into a client. Is the branding. So branding is the customer's gut feeling about a product, service, or company. If I'm a client, मुझे घर डिजाइन करवाना है, मुझे इंटीरियर डिजाइन करानी है. First, I will check कि ओके इस इंसान की वाइब मेरे वाइब के साथ मैच हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही है. अगर मैं उसके सोशल मीडिया पे जा रही हूँ, उसके स्क्रॉल कर रही हूँ पूरा फीड, if I feel कि okay this is the right person, then only I will contact him. तो वो जो feeling है, that feeling है, that is the branding, and we are going to understand how we can convert that feeling into a promising client. So branding is reputation, as you guys already figured it out. Branding is a result. What you deliver, what you showcase on media, on website, on any channel, that is the result, and that is the branding. And yes, it's the emotion and the story behind your work. Branding का सबसे easy formula है show the emotions, show the story behind your work, show the overall process, and not just the result or not just the outcome. So branding is all about how you play with the emotion of the customers or the people, normal clients, normal people. So we will start with the first pillar, that is the power of visual storytelling in the branding. Okay, so now when you think of the favorite architect, again I'm asking the same question, what comes to your mind first? पहले हमने already देख लिया leak of and इसके लिए, now you give me the answer कि इसके लिए आपके दिमाग में क्या है? Any famous architect, any favorite architect you can tell me.
Leonardo expression.
right? Their language of expression. What else?
The colors.
The colors they use, maybe the materials, their structure.
How do they respond to the context?
How do they respond with the context? So ये सब कैसे पता चलता है? ये सारी चीजें हमें कैसे पता चलती है? हम जाके उनके ऑफिस में सीख रहे हैं? नहीं. They are posting it somewhere. They are constantly coming on your feed. They are coming in the magazines. They are coming inside any blogs. I don't know. They are just coming everywhere. They are just popping everywhere. But when they are popping everywhere, they are using that consistency in the design, in the language, the colors they use, the materials they use, and in the philosophy. Okay? So if we look at these three examples, Zaha, wall maker, Sanjay Puri. So in these three examples, you will see आपने project देखे, कहीं ना कहीं देखे, maybe in the link, maybe in the website. Even if you are not from architecture background, you must have seen at least these two examples somewhere. Because उन्होंने वो same PR strategy use किया हर जगह पे. They are posting the similar pictures, they are posting the similar philosophy, they are posting similar words. They are not even using different words. They are using the same language everywhere. So that is the consistency you will need in your visual storytelling. And in the visual storytelling, you will use these different aspects. One is the illustrations, one can be your words, and one is the consistency. So first impression matter. Whenever client will visit your website, your social media, उनका first impression जो होगा that will matter a lot. Because उसी से curiosity बढ़ेगी, उसी से they will scroll down more. अगर आपकी पहली post interesting लगी, then maybe they will scroll down more. तो वो हमें कैसे link करना है? हाँ. So as I told you, जब potential client plan करता है, पहले second में वो judge कर लेता है कि okay, I'm going to work with him or not, or let's just explore, let's just follow them, let's just see what the work they are doing right now. So if your visuals are inconsistent or unpolished, if you are posting randomly, some random pictures, most of the feeds which I have seen over the years is like they just keep posting random tenders, random designs. There is no consistency. Or maybe they will post for a month. जब तक project complete हो गया, उसके बाद उन्होंने एक दो महीना post किया, उसके बाद they are gone. ठीक है? तो it shows the lack of professionalism. Your design style is not clear and you're not serious about your brand. Okay, so it's not like it's just about what you post, but it's all about when you post and how you post. So it's like a mix of everything, and that is going to be the brand. Now building trust and credibility. इसमें I have also seen people just post the random renders, the designs, or maybe the sketches. They don't even show their faces. I'm the exception. I'm not going to tell that because I don't show my face, but that's a different story. But if you're an interior designer who works with the client one-on-one, you need to show your face. अगर आप face नहीं दिखाओगे, credibility नहीं आएगी. People will not trust. So strong brand communication needs to convey their clear design philosophy that you can convey through graphics or maybe by showing your face on camera. And your style is consistent and recognizable. इससे your brand will create more traction and it will be a very strong brand presence. So, for example, this is the Isajis. Most of you know her by face somewhere, maybe on LinkedIn, maybe on social media. If you just study her Instagram profile, it's mix of everything. She also talks about the design philosophy. She also talks about her studio culture. She also talks about the material sourcing, different type of interior trends. It's not just about the drawings or just the graphic. It's about how you show your face on screen. So before we move into the next part, what I will do, I will just take a couple of minutes and I will introduce you myself. So I'm architect Shweta Hingane. I have been this in field. I will just quickly show you my journey. So I'm architect from, I've studied in Jaipur. Then I did my master's in urban planning in CEP. And then right now I'm working as an urban illustrator full time. So this is my page called as the Archart, and which is also educational platform. I try to kind of provide the educational content for the students, upcoming students. I kind of help them as a senior guide because everyone wants someone to guide them in their college times. So I try to be there as their senior guide. I'm also full-time illustrator. I work with different brands, and I can help. I can make your drawing stand out. So just to start my journey, we will just make this very quick. So I did my bachelor's in 2019. I completed my bachelor's in 2019. Then I did my master internship with the Christopher Chance Manager in Pune. There I was working for like 6 months, and actually that time I started learning more about the graphics, how you perceive the different illustration styles. So there I learned SketchUp. I didn't know how to use the SketchUp in college. I used to work on Reddit. So I learned SketchUp in the internship period, and now I teach SketchUp to students. But this is how I started learning different things. फिर उसके बाद I did my masters in in the urban planning. Then I started working as an urban planner in HCP. During that period, I had the chance to work on the Masters of Urban Planning, the official page of SET. So that time I got introduced to the Instagram, how powerful Instagram is. So I remember I was just asking some questions. We just suggest the firms for the students where we can apply as an intern. So that time we got reply from the JGovs, we got reply from KPMG, and that time I realized the power of the Instagram. We can connect with anyone with whom we want. We just need to be that authoritative person, or we just need that number of followers, and we can connect with anyone. So that's how I got interested in the Instagram. Then I started working as an urban planner in HCB. I worked there for 2 years, and then I started working with the government of Maharashtra for the Swachh Bharat Mission as a communication designer. So I was working with the local people, how we can communicate the messages with them through the graphics. And after that, during the same time, I started this page called as the Archart. So this is the picture from 2022. This is my first post in 2022, where I thought maybe this will be a very useful page for the students to understand the graphics part. And now we are almost at then I started sharing such graphics. I used to play with the Photoshop, or maybe I was missing the architecture part because I was totally into the urban planning. So I was missing the architecture and the graphics part. So I started experimenting with different graphics. These looks very basic, but for students it's very intriguing because they want to create such stuff. So this is how my page started growing, and I started creating such graphics for different firms also. And within just like 2 to 3 years, we reached around 1.5 lakh followers. And this was all organic. This was nothing about the boosting the post or anything. It was all organic. And now we work with different clients throughout the world. I also take these workshops. I started taking workshops for the Photoshop and the animation. And we have more than 2,500 students. It's now a 3,000 students from all over across the world. So this is how I started creating my brand. People started trusting me. People started using, taking the workshops, and we got the result that one of the students got placed in the Harvard GSC. She got admission for the masters. I started collaborating with the NASA, Bishop Paka. We take these workshops for monthly workshops, and this is all the power of how I build my brand. Just because I started that Instagram page, I landed up taking such opportunities. Not working with the government of Maharashtra, not working in architecture firm. I just chose different paths altogether. But it all happened because just I started created that one Instagram post, or just I stayed consistent for 30 days. So now I share such different things. Now you will notice this visual style in my overall feed, where I try to keep my colors, my font consistent. And maybe that's the reason, that's one of the most important reasons why this page grew very fast. So this is like one of the fastest growing page in the architecture community in the illustration part, just because I stayed very consistent with the branding. Now, this was the very the different thing which happened, which I'm very grateful for. This one thing, because of this page, I got the opportunity to attend the India's first architecture biennale, which was inaugurated by the PM Modi. So this is the thing. This is the power of the social media. This is the power of the social media where you can connect with the right clients, you can connect with the right opportunities, and you can create your personal brand. And now I work with different brands, and one of the biggest brands is Elev8. I work with them for the illustrations, for the animations. All this happened because of the branding. So that's why I'm here to talk about the branding. That's the one of the reason behind showing my journey, because I can tell you better how you can build your brand. So again, jumping into the storytelling part, which was storytelling part. So what I will do, if you want to write down, or maybe you can just note down on your phones. So I will just tell you quick things. You can also check your Instagram simultaneously. कि क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. Just check your settings and then how to change those things. Okay. So visual storytelling क्या है? It's basically when we say a picture is worth of 1,000 words. उसका मतलब क्या है? कि अगर हम एक पैराग्राफ दे दें, कितने लोग पढ़ेंगे उस पैराग्राफ को? बहुत कम लोग, राइट? बट अगर हम एक अच्छा सा पिक्चर दे दें जिसमें बहुत सारे डिटेल्स हैं, maybe people will look more carefully into that picture, right? So visual storytelling is the same. It's the art of the visuals. How do you present the visuals graphically? Maybe using the images, typography, colors, layout, which conveys the idea and the emotions behind that story. Okay, so that is the visual storytelling. Now you can achieve that too, because I know everyone is from design background. It's not hard for you to start with this graphics part. We are born for it. We are like हमारे कॉलेज में ये सब कराया जाता है. We know how to make things aesthetic or good, right? So this is going to be very easy for you. You can easily understand this. First, all you have to do is first think about your brand. How do you want to portray? Maybe it can start with the color scheme. Do you want to go with the material theme color scheme? Maybe it can be the urban sports. If you want to go with the monochrome theme, or if you want to go with the very bold colors. Oh, sorry, it switched, but monochrome or bold colors. So now this is very famous example. Norm architects. What they do, they don't post a lot of different things. They just stick to one thing. That is, they will post the consistent pictures of their project. कुछ भी नहीं उनके feed पे. If you go there, it's just their project, nothing else. So this also works really fine. If you don't want to show your face, maybe just post pretty nice professionally taken pictures, but create that consistency throughout. So here, if you see, they have created this. They have taken this color palette, and now they will start posting this for like a month or maybe 15 days. Then they will change the color palette for the next project. So this is very famous example. You can just search their name. This is also, I like her page because she is very consistent with her branding. So if you see, all the colors are very same. She has the bio is very, very important in the visual storytelling also, and overall in social media. You have to be very what do you say, direct about what do you do, exactly what do you do. It's not like we are very good with designing the homes, we can help you design the homes. Don't go for it. Just go for interior designer or architect. Where are you based? So here she has written residential, commercial, hospitality. It's her niche. So if you are okay with showing your niche, you can just write about it. Or you can just write maybe I'm really good with the home, or I'm really good with this part or this part. Just showcase your skills or the what is your profession in. So just show that. And then she has just written that we take the work pan India international, but we are located in Mumbai. Okay. So you can tweak your bio accordingly. Just be direct, so you will attract the same within the vicinity clients. Fair consistency. As again I'm telling you, consistency is very important to grow your brand. So if you see, it should be very easily recognizable. You can just post different pretty pictures, or you can be very consistent with the color schemes or the grids you are playing with. This will help you to create that consistency. Even if you are not posting it consistently for like 3 posts a week, it's fine. But even if you are posting it 2 posts per month, it should be at least consistent in the colors or visually. So it will help you to create that storytelling. Now, why this works? As clients don't just buy the, as I've already written, they buy the story and the experience. If you create that cohesive or that consistency throughout your grid or maybe on your website, they will understand, okay, these people take their brand very seriously, so they are serious about their work too. This is how the psychology works for the clients. So you have to be very consistent visually. That will help you to create the authority in that particular niche. Now, and this will lead to the questions like if your brand is luxurious, if your brand is very sustainable, is it innovative, is it creative? It's not about just बोलना कि हमारी टीम बहुत creative है, हमारी टीम को आपको दिखना चाहिए. वो नहीं दिखेगा, कोई trust नहीं करेगा. So ये दो case studies I will just show you. Now in India, we have enough creative people, but if you want to find some inspiration, look outside of architecture. Okay, that is the one thing. कभी भी architecture में मत देखना because you will end up copying something from someone else. So just try to find different genres. Maybe it can be बहुत सारे cafes के pages होते हैं. Just look at the shots, how they have taken the shots for the different materials, kitchen का कैसे दिया है. Or maybe there are few pages just showcasing the cars or garage, or I don't know. बहुत सारे ऐसे अलग-अलग pages हैं. Just try to take the inspiration from them, and you will end up creating beautiful grids. So this is also one of the examples. So she has 4 million followers. Okay, and she just posts this pretty aesthetic pictures. I don't even know if it's of her home or someone else's, but I just love to see her grid. This is also इसके लिए भी लोग follow करते हैं. तो जरूरी नहीं आपका ही project है या आप AI से generate करके डाल रहे हो, but people like to see something visually aesthetic. So she has achieved that. On the second hand, Zahadi's way, if you see, they have created this very strong language. In each and every picture, you will see this very strong lines. And then of course Zaha. So there will be picture somewhere of hers, and then just these different random pictures. It can be a product, it can be architecture, it can be fashion, but very strong lines. So just think about your brand. What do you want to showcase through your social media presence or website? Is it your material? Is it your design philosophy? Is it about the shapes you want to play with? Or is it something else? Do you want to perceive as a very creative person or very people-oriented person? Anything. It's up to you. So let's take example. This is morphogenesis page. So if you can tell me why someone will follow this page. Anyone? Do you see any consistency here? Or some similar color scheme? Anything? So here, if we decode this, they have just started creating this. These are their latest posts. If you look down, they have very random posts. Okay, it's not a random. It's about their award shows. I don't know, talks or different pictures from the different sites, sketches. But now suddenly they have started posting this very consistently. So maybe they have hired someone, or maybe they are doing this branding exercise. Where if you see, they have started adding these small lines like the interiors landscape. What type of project is this? And then they have also changed this. So you can do it too. And I'm sure after this their followers will grow. So you can try such exercise on your page too. Just try it for a month and just check if there are any results or not. Now, just to sum up the overall thing, what defines your brand personality? You should be clear about it. What do you want to showcase? Because whatever you will showcase, people will perceive that way. And people means not just every single person has this different perspective. Okay? They will look at your brand with different thinking. So you have to be very sure what you want to showcase. And then only you will end up attracting the similar clients. So choose 2 to 3 brand colors and stick to them. That is the one thing. Don't go overboard. Just try to pick a consistent font style and use the templates for the social media post. This is very handful. Templates will help you throughout your life. It will make your life very easy. You don't have to struggle to sit and create new posts each and every time. You will have the templates ready. Just put in the picture, change the text. That's it. Okay, just do the branding exercise, color palette, font, and the how do you want to write the caption. I will talk about the caption. So first, audit your social media currently, how your grid looks like, and second, what you want to make your grid looks like. So just keep 2 examples, the examples which you want to maybe try or copy or take an inspiration from. Just take a screenshot of it and check and compare with your current grid. And then you will end up taking the inspiration from them and with some consistent brand colors and with the font. Okay. And as bio, I have already told you how the bio should be. Okay. So to sum up the first part, that is the design speaks for themselves, but your branding decides who listens. This is very important. Now, second pillar is content that converts. Now, you have been posting a lot, but nothing is getting converted. Your clients are not coming, or maybe just people are following for the sake of it. So, how you can use this content to convert them into clients? So, social media plays a very important role in this. Why? Because you have that authority. People can easily connect to you via DM. People can easily visit your website. People can easily call you. All these facilities are available directly on that one channel. So nowadays it's very easier. पहले ऐसा लगा कि लोग ऑफिस जाते थे काम देखते थे अब वो वैसा सीन नहीं है. It's very easy. So posting the right content attracts the right clients, as I've told you, and people don't want to see your designs. People want to see how you work. Okay, इसका बहुत बड़ा एग्जाम्पल देते आपको. आगे देखो. Next. Yeah. इसका एक बहुत बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है. There are 2-3 interior designers which I follow from. One is from Pune, one is from I guess Rajkot. The one thing that strikes about them is they talk in their native language. So that really matters. बहुत सारे लोग ये मिस कर जाते हैं. कि डिजाइन के चक्कर में एस्थेटिक बनाने के चक्कर में we started ending up with the English content, but वो relate नहीं हो पाता है. अगर आपका क्लाइंटल राजकोट का है तो आप गुजराती में बात करो तो वो इजीली समझ जाएंगे. अगर आपका क्लाइंटल मुंबई का है, you will try to find out Sobu language. If your clientele is from Maharashtra, go for Marathi. So people will relate it a lot, and don't just post the pictures after the project completion. This is the biggest mistake which we do. Project complete हो गया, then only photo shoot के बाद we will just post the pictures. We just wait for that right time. वो नहीं करना है. What we have to do is we have to show such before and after it. But this is also not after posting, like completing the project. You can post the before pictures while designing or while completing the project. You can showcase the renders, you can showcase the before, you can document your journey. Okay? So you can track what you have to post. First thing you can post like before after pictures. 3D complete before pictures nahi hai, same angle where you can use the 3D renders and what you ended up doing on the side. So this kind of helps clients to understand, okay, they are delivering the results which I talked about. Result. So ये result यहाँ पे लिखेगा. So you can post something like sketches post कर सकते हैं, mood board post कर सकते हैं. You can just post a pretty picture of just the title. That is also enough. It will also help you to create that strong aesthetic part, or it will also help you to create that storytelling about the structure. Maybe we have used the terracotta tile, so you can just post terracotta tile, and next picture can be a full wall or the picture of that one corner where the terracotta tile is used. So ऐसा कुछ different you can try. Now before your project is complete, this is I literally want to tell each and everyone कि what the client wants and what you are delivering. You have to show how you are solving their problems through these pictures, through the text, through the illustration. So इससे क्या होगा कि client easily relate कर पाएगा. With changes, you have to show your authority in such a way that clients ask us to do these changes and how we use that and how we dealt with them, how we ended up doing those changes, or how we convince them to use a different solution. Anything. If clients are facing something specific challenge, how did you overcome it? You can use this in a text also, or you can just post reels. The client was facing this toilet issue, or they wanted to make it very big, and this is how we ended up with. This also keep people very intriguing, and then they will end up coming on your feed and they will start scrolling. So that first thing happens when they come and see your page. That is the first step. वो first step ऐसे करेंगे. फिर start documenting your journey. As I'm saying, you will have lots of pictures from starting of the project. You will have a blank site, maybe different pictures of the site. Take those pictures. While you are discussing with the clients, take those pictures, take the sketches. You can also post the site visit stories. Maybe just create a first site visit पे हमने ये किया, second site visit पे हमने ये किया. So just share your design process. That is very important. Because सीधा प्रोजेक्ट फाइनल कंप्लीशन दिखाओगे, we don't know कि वो आपका खुद का प्रोजेक्ट है. अब आजकल के ज़माने में AI की वजह से क्या है, afraid. Trust me. मुझे नहीं पता चलता कि ये सही में इन्होंने किया है कि AI जनरेटेड है. तो अभी इस टाइम पे while people are very distracted, you can use that timing and you can show your design process कि नहीं यार हम सही में कर रहे हैं. ये हमारी साइट विजिट थी आज की, आज हमने ये काम किया. You can just post stories. Don't post for reels or carousels, but just go for the story bit, right? And also keep sharing what value did you add to this project as an architect, as a designer. वो बहुत important है दिखाना. So this transparency builds credibility and the trust. And इसमें when you share that knowledge with them, people feel very engaged and they feel कि okay हमारे बारे में सोच रहे हैं. They know how to deal with the people and they can understand our problems. So if we talk about their problems, the client's problem, they will easily come to you to ask for the solution if you are showcasing them. So this way you can create your authority by sharing the knowledge, because of course you know 100 times better than the clients what they want. They don't know what they want. We are going to show them what they want, right? So just share your knowledge. You can share about the current trends, what materials you can use, what kind of sustainable trends are going on. Maybe अभी कुछ नए materials आए, just post about it. क्या आप ये materials use कर सकते हो? This will make your house more sustainable. अब sustainable भी clients को पता नहीं है कि क्या word है. You have to explain it कि maybe I don't know, तुम्हारी language में तुम बता सकते हो कि this will help you to create your house affordable. आपकी बिजली बचेगी, ये होगा वो होगा. Just start telling them why do we need this design and how we can provide that. So share those philosophies with them. So for philosophy, I have seen Sanjay Puri Architect. They have created another page where they are sharing their design stories. So if you just search their page, Sanjay Puri Architects, you will see few reels where they are explaining how they approach the design, when they go on the site, what they really do. And they post that same reel on LinkedIn also, on YouTube also, on Facebook also. And this also helps of getting them more facts. So you can try this. This is like really useful and educational content बहुत जल्दी से fast grow करता है. So post about the materials. Maybe if you have discovered some material, new material. अभी MDF वगैरह उसके अलावा if you can provide some new details, they will be very excited. कि ये क्या है, ये कौन सा नया material है. So they will start seeing more. So if you provide educational value, they are going to end up following you. So not just the design, not just the graphics, but what you are providing here. So it's the educational and it's the solutions. Okay, so how will you? Okay, ये अभी एक अच्छा point है. How will you people know कि reels you can hide the reels from the profile? आपको ये पता था? So अगर आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि okay this is not going with my aesthetics और ongoing project है तो textures अलग लग रहे हैं, finish नहीं दिख रहा है, you can just hide that from your main profile, just bold it, let it be under the reel section, or you can just add it in the story and create a highlight of it. So highlight में भी पता चल जाएगा कि okay ये ongoing projects के ये reels है और video है. Okay. Coming to the next point. We are architects, we are designers, but we are also business people. Okay, why business people? क्योंकि we sell our ideas, we sell our designs, we sell our time, we sell our expertise. Basically अपन marketing कर रहे हैं खुद के design की. यार मुझे hire कर लो, मुझे ये कर लो, मुझे मेरे projects आप देख लो. अपन यही कर रहे हैं, marketing ही कर रहे हैं, sales ही कर रहे हैं. So we are also selling the dreams. अपन clients को क्या कर रहे हैं? Dreams बेच रहे हैं. While we are doing everything, we are juggling lots of things, doing the designing part and also handling the business. So if we look at this, we are basically this person which is doing the client onboarding. We are also dealing with the ongoing sites. We are we are dealing with the ongoing clients too. Labor से साथ कर रहे हैं, contractors से साथ कर रहे हैं. We are doing lots of things at the same time, right? And we are also giving time to our family, with our team members, with our office people. But one thing which we are doing, the main thing which is the design, right? And अपन पूरे सोशल मीडिया पे बस डिजाइन ही दिखा रहे हैं, पर बाकी चीजें नहीं दिखा रहे. तो क्लाइंट को लगेगा कि यार ये तो बस डिजाइन ही करते हैं, इनको बस क्या प्लान बनाना है, नक्शा बनाना है, ड्राइंग बनानी है, बाकी तो क्या है. तो ये इस वजह से लगता है क्योंकि तुम पीछे का कुछ दिखाई नहीं रहा कि पीछे कितनी मेहनत चल रही है. यू आर गोइंग टू साइट्स, यू आर गोइंग टू डिफरेंट क्लाइंट मीटिंग्स. उनको लगता है कि बस एक ही क्लाइंट है, हम भी है, हमारा ही प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है, राइट? सो यू हैव टू शोकेस दैट ओवर सोशल मीडिया कि नहीं भाई हमारे और भी प्रोजेक्ट्स चल रहे हैं, हम इतने सारे काम करते हैं. सो सेम थिंग दिस पर्सन. अब अगर मैं दो प्रोफाइल्स कंपेयर करूं, व्हिच वन यू विल एंड अप स्क्रॉलिंग थ्रू? Maybe this, क्योंकि यहाँ पे she is showing everything behind the project कि क्या चल रहा है, on site क्या चल रहा है. So she has more than 1 million followers and all she do is she has hired one person. Okay, let me tell you. So she has hired one person which goes with her on each and every site visit, takes up the video and just put it online. Nothing else. इसमें ना she is talking about the design process, she is not even talking about showing her design, she is just posting the site visits, nothing else, and she has 1 million followers. क्यों हुआ ये सब? She ended up she takes up like 15 to 20 projects per month. कैसे हो रहा है? Because she is showing that she is delivering the result, she is giving away the project, she is doing the project, she is doing the material sourcing, बहुत सारी चीजें कर रही है and she is just showcasing that. If you are confident on camera, you can do that. I will suggest you should go for it. If you are not confident, it's fine. But if you are confident, don't miss out on this thing. This will help you to create your brand and you will end up getting clients more than you imagine. Yeah? So just don't post the pretty pictures. Don't post just the sketches or just a basic thing. Post behind the scenes, the human side. It will help to relate and to create that trust more. So what you can post if you want to post apart from your ongoing site visits or ongoing projects, you can post your studio culture. कि आपके स्टूडियो में कौन काम कर रहे हैं, behind the scenes आपकी टीम क्या है, आपके इंटर्न्स है, आपकी टीम है. Just post हर बार ही करना, मतलब एक post maybe within like 2 months is fine, but at least people will know कि हाँ they have a full team who works with them. You can post about the work in progress, document your site visits as I told you. आप कुछ material sourcing के लिए जा रहे हो, just take a video, quick video, and you can post about it. And you can also do this thing, design challenges. So this is very trendy right now. People show कि don't use this material and then these 5 pictures will come up. how you can, there was one video which went viral, how you can hide the AC unit. And then she just posted the pictures from Pinterest. कि ये 5 solutions हैं and this is how you can hide the AC. उसमें कुछ काम ही नहीं था, उसमें कुछ Pinterest से आपको निकालना था and एक initial video. That's it. So ऐसे भी आप कर सकते हैं. If you don't want to showcase, if you don't want to show your face, तो आप ऐसे कुछ कर सकते हैं. So just start posting such educational contents, and that kind of content will drive the engagement. Okay. So which post works better? अब इसमें till now, अच्छा let me know कि how many of you know the difference between the carousels, static posts, and the reels तो बता सकते हो, but do you know the difference between this, the carousels and the static posts? So carousels are basically you can post 15 to 20 pictures at a time in a single post. That is called as the carousels. So it is very easy and useful when you have to show the step-by-step process. If you want to show the multiple pictures of one project, if you want to show multiple things about your design process, you can use the carousels. And then the more the slides, more people will spend time on it, more people will scroll, and it will help you to gain more attraction. Okay. Now the next thing is the static post. So in the static post, it is useful for the final project photos. If you want to showcase the final project photo, just go for the static post. Don't go for the carousels. There you can show the before after, or maybe the one photo of the final project and just behind the scenes in the same post. And if you want to just post a single picture, just go for the static post. So and then the reels. So the reels and videos are the most highly engaged short form videos, which you can also repurpose it on YouTube and the Facebook. And as per as I have researched, Facebook can help you gain more clients because the age factor. On the Instagram, more Gen Z or the 20s or 30s people will be there, but they will not pay you for their dream project. Who will pay you? The person who is in 40s or 50s, and that they spend more time on Facebook. So you can post the same video on the Facebook. So at the same time, you have to be consistent on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Okay. So one common mistake which I think most of you do is you stick with the same format. This is already bola. They just post the final finished projects, right? So you don't have to do that. You have to mix everything and post accordingly. Carousels हो गए, कोई static post हो गए, and you need the balance strategy for it. Now, the captions is also very important when it comes to the post. Because people will read about your post. कि graphic है क्या? If that project, if you have posted a picture of any project, people will also end up reading about it. So you have to be very strong about it. First is the hooks. So hook can be in the reels also. The 5 things I wish clients knew before designing a home, and then you can show your expertise. We can provide you this. These 4 changes can help you save your lots of money. Or would you believe this space was once a warehouse and how we transformed it into a dreamy house? So this is how you can engage them with the book, and then you can explain everything about how you went about that process. Just write the story, use lots of emotion. Was it difficult for them? Was it difficult for you? How you ended up doing such beautiful project or beautiful home for client? Or maybe just start with client had the requirement. They are a family of 3 people, small kid. I don't know. Just create that story and post it. And the third part for the book is the CTA, call to action. Where if you want to convert your dream house, if you want to achieve that similar kind of a design, then you can contact us. So that is the CTA. So don't forget to post that CTA, because most of the clients, most of the architects also do this one thing, that they will just write a one-line caption that blend of sustainability and the green materials and something like that, and then the hashtag. Don't do that. If you want to attract the clients, you have to use the CPA. So, as just a quick example, you can also, instead of using the new project completed, you can use such type of language. In this 50-year-old home, got a modern makeover using three materials, and can you guess which ones? Use the chat GPT for creating such prompts or the captions. It will help you to create such hook lines which will engage the client, and if you spend more time reading the caption, it also increases the engagement. Okay, that's why captions are also very important. Now, don't use the ChatGPT version directly into the captions. Just mold it as you are talking to your friend or as you are talking to your family. Just explain it in such a way you are explaining that design to your mom, maybe who don't know about anything about design. So just use that kind of language which is easy to understand and sounds very genuine. Now, stories. I've talked about the post and the reels, but stories also play very important role because stories will help you to be on the top of the mind of each and every follower. If you post consistently on the story, if you don't want to post on the reels or the static post, you can be active on the story part. Just post the polls, maybe what type of material shall we go for it. You can just post such random pictures and ask them which materials looks better, which render looks better, or maybe which I don't know, the angle looks better, which tile is best for the bathroom. Just post different images and you will get the traction accordingly. Now show your design like a pro. So here I'm not going to talk about more about how you can design or how you can do the graphics part because that you already know. You are a graphics person. So drawing, design is not just the drawing. It's about how you showcase everything in a mixture of illustration in different renders, good pictures, the stills and the sketches. So just check out different profiles on Instagram, how do they display these things. And as I told you, you can use the different templates to show the before, after, the mood boards, the design process. You can also use the templates for the LinkedIn and the Behance. Now, as this is also one of the important things, don't just post the random polished renders. You can post the real pictures. You can just post the normal picture of this tree also. That is also fine. You don't have to post a very final output or the photograph picture or the still picture. You can keep it very real because you are after a drawing. You are designing something by yourself. You can use those sketches and post it. Okay. So just keep it authentic and use the real photos. Now, this is the one example which I wanted to show you. Currently, Instagram grid changed. So if you see, if you overdo it, you can't change this afterwards. So they can't change this preview because now the grid is changed, and it will change again after maybe few months. It will change again. So just don't go overboard. Just keep it very simple. Just post simple still pictures. Just be consistent in the colors. Don't go with the tight layouts or the templates. This is how the grid will look. Or don't go for the grid part. One picture, second picture, third picture, creating the one picture. Don't go for it also. Because then afterwards, you don't know when the Instagram will change their grid or any different platform. So, the last part is the video and the motion graphics. Now, video and the motion graphics is very underrated kind of a graphics because very few people use it. Either you can post the walkthrough or either you can post the different basic motion graphics. Basically, Instagram prioritizes the short form videos to get the more engagement. So you can use those motion graphics using the Canva Pro or you can use the Adobe or different type of softwares. You can just post the time lapse or 3D modeling. You have the 3D models, you have the Lumion, you have the Enscape, you have different software. So you use those 3D workflows and you can post it. And you can also do the before and after transition. You can also add the different feature. Yeah, you can, if you are good with the sketching part, you can also post the time lapse of the sketching. Okay, so use such videos, and once you post these videos, it will help you gain more engagement than the static post or the carousels. Okay, just post more videos and it will help you to create more brand presence. Okay. Okay. Now this is also very important. How many of you know how to automate your DMs on Instagram? Do you guys know how to automate it? So for example, I'm a client and I want to ask you something, or if I have a query. So if I just go onto your DM, there you might see आपने कभी किसी के इसमें देखा होगा 3 questions already होते हैं वहाँ पे, है ना? That is called as the automation. कि I'm currently looking for a house. That will be the first question. You can post something like that. If you want to post the hey, I'm looking for these services, so you can create those automations where people can easily just click and you can automate that chat. So you can use the web scheduling the next. You can plan your content in a like your plan. You should plan your content before posting onto the Instagram because it will help you not to burn out. So आपको अगर आज से चालू करना है, if you want to take a challenge for maybe 30 days or 60 days, you should plan it before posting it. ऐसे नहीं कि आज पोस्ट करना है तो मैं आज सुबह बैठ के प्लान करूँगी. You should always plan your calendar. I plan my calendar a month in advance. मेरे सारे पोस्ट पहले ही शेड्यूल्ड होते हैं. So this is how you will take. You can easily take out the time. maybe महीने में 1 दिन निकालो, 2 दिन निकालो. Just think about all the videos जो भी आपके पास मटेरियल है. Make a folder of it. उसके बारे में आप देखो कि इससे मैं क्या किस टाइप का कंटेंट बना सकते हैं. ठीक है. Once you do that, एक एक्सेल शीट बनाओ. उसमें आप लिखोगे ओके ये मेरे पास वीडियोस अवेलेबल है, इससे मैं ये टाइप का कंटेंट बना सकती हूँ. जस्ट राइट दोस आइडियाज. एक बार आपके आइडियाज आ गए, उसके बाद आप सोचो अब इसमें मुझे कितना टाइम लगेगा बनाने में. जैसे आप बनाते जाओगे भी 3-4 दिन लेगा, आप 1 हफ्ता डेडिकेट करो पूरे महीने का. उसमें आप सारा कंटेंट बंच करके बना के रख दो. दैट्स इट. फिर उसके बाद डन. उसके बाद आप कैलेंडर में आपका कंटेंट शेड्यूल कर दो कि आज मुझे ये पोस्ट करना है, आज मुझे ये पोस्ट करना है. इससे आपको बर्नआउट नहीं होगा. आपको ऐसे लगेगा यार बहुत सारा काम है. ये बहुत सारा काम नहीं है, बस आपको 5 से 6 दिन निकालना करना है. ऐसे में नहीं कि आप हायर करो किसी को. बहुत सारे लोग हायर करते हैं पर उनको रिजल्ट्स नहीं मिलते हैं क्योंकि उनको पता ही नहीं है कि आप क्या बताना चाह रहे हो आपके सोशल मीडिया पे. वो अपने हिसाब से दिमाग लगाते हैं कि मे बी ये प्रोजेक्ट में ऐसे पोस्ट कर सकता हूँ, बट आपको पता है कि आपको कैसे प्रोजेक्ट पोस्ट करना है. तो आप अगर करोगे तो ज्यादा बेटर रिजल्ट्स मिलेंगे. ठीक है. तो जस्ट बंच योर कैलेंडर, जस्ट बंच योर ऑल द पोस्ट एंड एक पूरा मंथ का कैलेंडर बना लो कि आज मैं ये पोस्ट करूंगा. ठीक है. यूज द नोशन, यूज द ट्रेलो, सच एप्स फॉर इट. उसमें बहुत इजीली सारा पोस्ट हो जाता है. सो या दिस इज हाउ आई बैच create my content. Pick 1 day per month for all your posts. Use the templates. Templates अगर आपके पास रेडी है तो बहुत जल्दी काम हो जाएगा. तो यूज कैनवा फॉर द टेम्पलेट्स. कैनवा पे बहुत इजीली टेम्पलेट्स बन जाते हैं एंड शेड्यूल एवरीथिंग इन एडवांस. ठीक है. अब ये सब आपने किया कि चलो आज आपको बहुत जोश आ गया कि घर जाके मैं करने वाला हूँ, मैं आज से कंटेंट बनाना चालू करूंगा. बट 5 दिन बाद ना टाइट हो जाते हैं, नहीं होते हैं. 5 दिन बाद ऐसा लगता है ये बहुत सारा काम है. तो इसके लिए ऐसे नहीं करना है कि आपने 5-6 दिन कर लिया उसके बाद गायब हो गया. फिर वो कंसिस्टेंसी जो होगी एंगेजमेंट पे अफेक्ट करेगी. तो बेटर है कि आप अच्छे से टाइम लो, अच्छे से 1 हफ्ता 2 हफ्ता लो, पहले पूरा कंटेंट बनाओ एंड फिर उसके बाद आराम से पोस्ट करो. सो दिस वे आपको ऐसा नहीं लगेगा कि नहीं यार हो नहीं पा रहा है, एंगेजमेंट आ नहीं रही है. इस चीज की वजह से आपकी कंसिस्टेंसी भी बनेगी और एंगेजमेंट भी बनेगी. सो हाउ विल यू रिसीव द क्लाइंट इंक्वायरी फ्रॉम इंस्टाग्राम और लिंक्डइन. आपको कितने लोगों को इंस्टाग्राम से क्लाइंट इंक्वायरी आती है? कैसे आते हैं, क्या प्रोसेस होता है, कोई फ्यूचर बताओ। मैसेजिंग के थ्रू आती है, तो उनका पहला मैसेज क्या होता है? और वो सारे कन्वर्ट होते हैं। तो सर के कुछ क्लाइंट्स होते हैं, सबके क्लाइंट्स होते हैं कन्वर्ट हार्डली कुछ, मतलब मेरे तो ऐसा होता है कि अगर मैं 20 इंक्वायरी है तो मेरा हार्डली एक क्लाइंट कन्वर्ट होता है इंस्टाग्राम से, राइट। सो अगर आप ये प्रोसेस ऑटोमेट करोगे, हाँ, लाइक फॉलोअर्स को अगर आपको कन्वर्ट करना है तो आपको डीएम की भी एक स्ट्रैटेजी चाहिए। यू नीड टू ऑटोमेट योर डीएम इंक्वायरी। कि बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं कि जो कमेंट्स करते हैं बट डीएम तक नहीं आते, तो डीएम पे आने के बाद फिर वो आगे कन्वर्ट नहीं होते, तो वो अलग एक फनेल है। वो फनेल बनाना आपको सीखना पड़ेगा कि ये कैसे कन्वर्ट होगा। कि उनको क्लाइंट्स को नहीं पता होता कि हमें क्या चाहिए, they will just write a मैसेज में क्या जा रहा है, क्या आई एम इंटरेस्टेड। तो उनको गाइड करना आपका काम है, क्या क्यों इंटरेस्टेड हो, आप उनको इंगेज करके रखना आपका काम है। तो फर्स्ट आपको एक चीज करने की जरूरत है, ह्यूज मिस्टेक, कि अगर वो आपके साथ इंस्टाग्राम पे बात कर रहे हैं, डोंट जस्ट कीप चैटिंग विद देम। उनको बोलो कि आपका नंबर दो, आपकी ईमेल आईडी दो, वी विल कांटेक्ट यू, एंड फिर उसके बाद आगे की बात करो। अगर वो सीरियस होगा दे विल गिव यू द नंबर, अगर वो सीरियस नहीं होगा तो नहीं देगा। उससे भी पता चलता है कि कितने लोग सीरियस है, तो आपका टाइम सेव होगा, आपकी मेहनत होगी। ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट जब भी आपको इंक्वायरी आती है, आप एक ऑटोमेट करके रख दो मैसेज। देयर इज अ फीचर इन इंस्टाग्राम कॉल्ड एज क्विक रिप्लाई। तो वो क्विक रिप्लाई पे यू कैन ऑटोमेट द मैसेज कि थैंक्स फॉर रीचिंग आउट, टेल मी बिट अबाउट योर प्रोजेक्ट। एंड फिर अगर आगे से आंसर आता है तो फिर जस्ट आस्क फॉर द नंबर और द ईमेल आईडी, एंड दैट दिस इज हाउ यू विल स्टार्ट कन्वर्टिंग द क्लाइंट। फर्स्ट स्टेप एटलीस्ट क्लियर हो जाएगा। तो देयर इज दिस कैलेंडर लिंक, आप लोगों को पता है कैलेंडर करके एक ऐप है, सॉफ्टवेयर है। सो कैलेंडर इज बेसिकली यू कैन शेड्यूल योर कॉल्स। कि मैंने अवेलेबिलिटी उस पर डाल दिया कि मैं 2 से 4 फ्री हूँ, 4 से 8 फ्री हूँ इस टाइम पे पूरे हफ्ते का। आई कैन जस्ट शेयर दैट लिंक विद द सैंपल, वो अपने हिसाब से शेड्यूल कर देगा कॉल कि ठीक है मैं 4 बजे फ्री हूँ तो मैं 4 बजे का करती हूँ, मुझे नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा, आई कैन कनेक्ट विद देम। तो यूज सच टूल्स, कैलेंडर टूल्स या ऐसे टूल्स यूज करो। यू कैन जस्ट शेयर दैट बुकिंग लिंक विद देम एंड दे कैन कनेक्ट विद यू। तो jumping straight toward the pricing call or jumping straight towards the Instagram message, just focus on understanding what they want and इसने पहले उन्हें call पे लेके आओ और just take that data, so afterwards you can easily follow, right? So there is one more tool called as the ManyChat. ये I guess बहुत सारे लोगों ने देखा होगा, क्योंकि आपने कभी किया होगा कि someone asks you to type a keyword in the chat comments कि ऐसे ebook लिखो, तो I will share you the link। ऐसे आपने शायद किया होगा किसी, मेरे इस पे भी मैं बहुत यूज करती हूँ कि just comment down the sample and I will share the link with you। तो वो टूल है ManyChat। So just try it out, एक बार आप देखो ManyChat कैसे यूज होता है। It will help you to automate your DMs। कि अगर मैंने रील पोस्ट की है and if you also want to create such stunning design, just comment the design and फिर जो भी interested लोग हैं they will comment on the reel and it will automatically take them to the DM। तो ये आपका एक स्टेप बहुत इजीली कवर हो जाएगा कि DM आपके पास लोग आएंगे। Then you can ask for the email ID, phone numbers, you can easily automate chats like this। So this is the tool called as the ManyChat। ये easy and it is safe। ये beta approved है, you can easily use that on Instagram। Okay? And the last but not the least thing, which is the LinkedIn। LinkedIn is the very underrated platform for the architects. Right now, most of the high professionals are on LinkedIn. For people from corporate, people from different backgrounds, and the people who are ready to pay. The most of the high converting clients you will find on LinkedIn। अब आप बोलोगे यार इंस्टा पे भी कर लिया, यूट्यूब पे भी कर लिया, सब जगह पे पोस्ट करो, लिंक्डइन पे अलग से क्या करो? तो लिंक्डइन पे आप सेम डेटा रिकवर्स कर सकते हो। Just write about your experience, how you are giving the value. You can just post some long format content, and it will help you to build authority in that field. So 70% of my high-paying clients come from the LinkedIn. The Builderify was landed on the LinkedIn. तो LinkedIn पे अगर आप करते हो तो आपको easily clients मिलेंगे. And आप ये सोचो 1 billion users है LinkedIn पे. Instagram पे maybe 3 billion users है. But serious clients you will find on the LinkedIn. तो LinkedIn is the really underrated and architecture में बहुत कम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं. Architecture, interior design बहुत कम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं. Sanjay Puri Architects does it really well. Morphogenesis does it really well. Studio Lotus बहुत अच्छे से करते हैं. And then you can also directly contact the principal architects. तो वो बहुत बड़ा फायदा है and people reply to it. So just imagine the power of the LinkedIn and start posting about your authority on LinkedIn. कि मैं architect हूँ, मैं ये projects करता हूँ, these are the project pictures. वहाँ पे आप final finished product डाल सकते हो, वहाँ पे आपको ज़्यादा मेहनत की जरूरत नहीं. It's about how you cold DM to people या फिर clients. So LinkedIn is going to be a very underrated tool and a high converting client platform. So just switch on the LinkedIn tool. Just try it for some time how it will help you. On LinkedIn, how you have to optimize. You can post twice in a week. There, you just have to write about how you got the client on board. Or just write about the process. कि आपकी process क्या होती है कि client on board आ रहा है. फिर आप client के साथ क्या discussion कर रहे हो. उसके बाद project में क्या क्या difficulties आई. Just talk about your story. वहाँ पे बस story सुनने के लिए आते हैं. To understand you as a person. Instagram maybe it's the firm's identity, but on the LinkedIn it's your identity as a principal designer, as a principal architect. So just use LinkedIn for creating that authority, and then you can directly approach to the potential clients. Just use cold DMs, the cold emailing, and I'm 101% sure कि वहाँ पे आपके clients easily बन जाएंगे, and one that pays very well. Okay, so just use Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, lots of different things. And the last, social media isn't just showing your work, it's about the business and how wisely you use it to pay, to get more clients and more collaborations. So social media का बहुत अच्छे से use करो. Overall, I try to show lots of different things how you can post it. But it's more to explore. Even I'm exploring lots of things right now. It's not like I have established like 100% foolproof plan. I'm also exploring lots of things. I'm also doing LinkedIn and all those things. Just currently I've started it for like 6-7 months, but it's giving me amazing results. So whenever new platform comes, now the Threads is there. Those who are youngsters, those knows how Threads work. So Threads is also a really good platform. There also people are converting into clients. But it's unexplored. But you can tap into it and try. So don't shy away from showing your face on social media. It's really, really, really important to create the brand and use it wisely. And if you crack that game, it's going to be amazing. Okay? Thank you so much.